I don't know. But let's look at something that is a more productive video, in my opinion. Let's listen to Grandma.
There's some good men's out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad. The women's going bad.
Hold up. Grandma, I heard you go. Run that back. Grandma, we heard you correctly? Big Mama.
There's some good men's out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad. The women's going bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad.
You gonna flip the script on us?
Yeah, it's the women done gone.
You a woman yourself.
I'm a woman myself, but I don't do half the things I see these women do now.
They don't care no more.
That's when the men don't respect them. That's why. Let me tell you something, Amber. You got to give a man respect to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You got to give your husband respect to get respect. Because as long as you respect him, ain't too much he gonna do wrong. It's some good.
I love this woman. I don't know her, but I love this woman. We don't hear too many of these type of perspectives from people that we respect, and this is one of my biggest complaints. I got to be totally honest, from a selfish standpoint, this is one of my biggest complaints. We all know that there is a lot of relationship issues just based on the dynamics between men and women. I would say anywhere from maybe like 20 years old to 50, maybe, that we have significant issues. There's a lot of resentment on both sides, maybe. But there's just a lot of issues when it comes to relationships. And in my opinion, I believe that it's very easy for us to call out men. Nobody ever has a problem calling out men. Nobody ever has a problem saying that men need to step up, become better leaders, become better fathers, be in the household, and step up. I don't think that anybody's going to receive backlash from that. All you got to do is look at the BET Black Men Summit with D.L. Hughley and Kenny Burns, where they're telling us all that black women are perfect and black women are going to save the planet. Nobody has a problem calling out men at all. At all. It's become the popular thing to just, we talk about it all the time. You got black WNBA coaches wearing a shirt to coach a WNBA game that says black women are perfect. I get very upset with parents and grandparents who refuse to help out. Let me not say criticize, to help out their granddaughters and daughters. I get very frustrated with fathers who refuse to help their daughters become better wives, so therefore they can have better families. Like, do we not, and this is kind of what I was talking about last show. It's like, do we not realize that if we like family, for all those, if you don't like family, if you want to break up the family structure, cool, I'm not talking to you. You can feel however you feel. Perfectly fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But for all those people that sit here and claim that family's important and all these other things, why don't we help out our young daughters? Why don't we help them out? Like I said, we see the criticism from men. We understand the criticism from men. I tell y'all every show, this is men's fault. This is the fault of men. We're supposed to be the leaders, so therefore the blame falls on us, the responsibility falls on us. But what I don't understand is that why the older generations who have experienced the things that I haven't even experienced yet, why don't y'all help us out? Why don't y'all help y'all daughters? Your daughters value your opinion a lot. Why not help your daughter to become the best partner that she can become, the best wife that she can become? So therefore, we have a greater chance of having a lasting relationship and creating some success generationally. Do we want our relationships to just continue ending in divorces? Is that what we're looking for? Do we think that that cycle is just going to repair itself on its own? Y'all know I always relate everything to sports. Do you think that if you have a bad culture in the locker room that it's just going to repair itself? No, it's a cancer. It's not going to get better unless you change the way that you're eating and change the way that you're living. So now let's get back to the relationships. We can't expect our divorce rates to go down, all the problems that we have with the family structure right now. We can't expect those problems to fix themselves. Who better to help assist in fixing those problems than people that have gone through them? The younger generation, I don't even know if I'm considering myself the younger generation. We are begging for y'all help. Please help us. We can't talk to y'all daughters. Your daughters don't value the things that we say. We can tell them, we can make sense, we can say whatever, we can break it down from a logical perspective with your daughters and say like, hey, this is what we need, this is what y'all, you know, like, hey. But you know what they would value? They would value the opinion from the people that have told them that they're perfect their entire life. The people that have oh, this is my little princess, my young queen. Stop it. Stop it. Call her your princess, cool. But raise her to be a princess. Call her your queen, cool. Raise her to be a queen. To be these things, you got to be a wife, right? So raise her to be a wife. Help her out. Help her out. The fathers, y'all know the things that were difficult for you in a relationship. Why not express those things to your daughter from a father's perspective so that maybe she'll see it in a different way than if it's coming from her boyfriend or her husband or significant other, whatever. I don't understand that. I'm very happy that this woman has done this because I do not see this happening. I do not see this happening. I do not understand parents that will not give constructive criticism to their kids. I just don't understand that. It's not how I was raised. Like, shoot, my dad, if I say the wrong grammar on a show, he's texting me like, yo, just may want to say that, may want to correct. Cool. Thank you for helping me. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And to me, it is one of the most selfish things that people can do because you're trying to be friends with your daughter instead of actually helping your daughter to have a successful relationship. No matter how you may have been married successfully, you may have been divorced. It doesn't matter. Why would, if you're in either position, why would you not want to give constructive criticism that's going to help us have more successful, loving families? I just don't get it. Uncle Brother wrote, I've tried to help my nephew, but his mother convinced him he doesn't need my help. And got that our mother. Hold on. And got that our mother. I agree with grandma. The women done messed up. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. We got to fix this. And it's on all of us. Yo, we want relationships to work. We want better relationships. We don't want toxic relationships. We don't want divorces. We don't want any of these things. So what do we have to do? There needs to be compromise on both ends. But the issue is that's blatant. Nobody has a problem calling out men. Nobody has a problem calling out men. And Uncle Brother, to your point, that's the problem when women are raising these men. They're babying these boys. They're babying these young boys and then raising their women to be independent. That's a bad combination. So now you have more independent, power seeking. I can do bad all by myself, whatever. You got that energy from the women. And then you got soft men that are not capable, that are not leaders, that are not qualified, that are not bringing anything to the table. I don't understand it. And Uncle Brother just said, my sister got that from our mother. I don't understand. It's like we're raising our daughters to be soldiers and raising our kids to just be, our boys to just be weak punks that can't contribute significantly to society. I don't understand it. So shout out to Grandma for that message. We're going to finish off with one video that, we're probably going to finish off with this one video. I wanted to tell y'all about I'm going to share a quick little story with y'all. So yesterday I had a conversation real quick, and then we'll finish off with the video. This isn't going to take longer than 60 seconds, but I'm talking to a friend of mine. He's a billionaire. He texted me yesterday, called me. We're talking, having a conversation. We have to just do better and we kind of let me kind of backtrack. And we are raising entitled generations of kids. And to the point that I was making on Wednesday, when you have a lot of black men saying that black women are perfect and only saying the amazing things about them without being objective, and also saying like, hey, these are some things that we can work on as well. Like, you know, it's cool. Like it's to the point where I guess if you say that black women aren't perfect now, because black women are told that they're perfect so much, and maybe it's just women in general, it's now to the point where if you say that, well, you know, any criticism or just that you're not perfect, you know, there's some things that it's like, oh my God, he hates women. He doesn't support women. It creates entitlement. When you tell people that they're perfect, when you give people all these things, when you give them pat on the backs, but never actually allow them to grow, to you never criticize them with constructive criticism, it hinders their development. And we see that now. I'm kind of switching gears to the conversation I was having with my buddy. And he was saying it's the same thing with these kids, man. When you give your kids everything, the hardest thing for him is to instill certain values and principles in his kids, because they have a certain lifestyle that he didn't grow up with. They have a privileged lifestyle. So when you raise people with privilege, when you raise people that they're perfect, that they can do no wrong, it creates a sense of entitlement to the point where they're not even able to look internally and say, hey, these are some things that I need to work on. So I just wanted to give y'all that quick story. I was going to elaborate on it a little bit more, but I'd rather just get to this last video. So this is for all the people that are distraught and that are really going through it with Trump winning. And I understand, because if Trump is going to become a fascist, if he's going to become a dictator, I don't want to be around for that. So maybe this is a solution. Maybe this is a solution.
Are you distraught after the recent presidential election?
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.